Deep thought, bold statement. Jesus Christ was not saying that he was God or the God, any more than he was saying that you were a God or part of it and had the potential to return to Godsmanship or God's womanship. I don't know why or how he became cast as God or Son of God, but I know a lot of Christians would take offense to my next comment, and most likely my previous comments as well, but it is truly a belief of mine, one for which I have no evidence or observations. Once again, I truly believe that if Jesus the Christ found out that billions of people worshipped him as a divine and holy creator, he would be extremely offended and turned off by that notion. I don't believe it was ever his intention to make himself out to be God. It seems too cocky for Jesus. I know according to some non-church approved biblical era text, Jesus had quite a rebellious adolescence. Thanks, History Channel. I believe a large chunk of his 20-plus years missing from Jesus' life, according to the New Testament's account, was spent studying with the Buddhist and Hindu monks in the Himalayas. This is also according to their legends as recounted by the History Channel. I believe he wanted to get as deep into spirituality as he could and learn the ways of all different disciplines of religion. He wanted to understand who he was and why he existed. He learned quite a bit and tried to relay his teachings to the common man and woman from his homeland. He was undoubtedly one hell of a guy. But in my opinion, he was just that, a man like you and me, who was trying to make you realize all the goodness and majesty which you were capable of, as long as we joined together. Instead, he has become one of the many focal points in an ongoing war of semantics between the Christian world, the Jewish world, and the Islamic world. Oftentimes, these battles of semantics spill blood on the hands of those who fight for the tenets and ideals which they hold closest to their hearts and souls. The word of the J-man has been muddled with pointless facts and false prophets, ordaining a fellow man as the all-seeing, all-knowing eye in the sky. The road to salvation is not paved with crackers and foul-tasting sacramental alcoholic grape juice meant to represent the flesh and blood of a demigod. In my estimation, Jesus would smack the wine out of your hand. Don't worry, he'd swiffer the floor, and he'd crumple up the crackers in a bowl of tomato soup. He tries not to be wasteful. But he'd be disappointed that we, the sheeple, have been led astray of an important message that would have changed the way we looked at ourselves and the world surrounding us for the better. Instead, men and women have used the quote-unquote gospel as a proclamation for genocide and self-induced cultural upheaval. I must have missed the sermon where Jesus talks about raping, pillaging, and murdering those who are ignorant of thy name. That, or I was asleep, or more likely watching the Rams lose yet again. But to sum up my randomness, I will say this. Embellishment for embellishment's sake hurts no one as long as their persona isn't faked. And Jesus' persona has been more than faked and more than embellished. Allegory is one thing, but blindfolded, unreasoned fear intended to indoctrinate the masses for political, economical, and hierarchical gain is a whole different beast. I'll leave that there, knowing that there's a whole book left still to unlock. Samud Bada.